And so the margin for error has finally vanished. The group stages are giving way here to dog-eat-dog football. It is knockout time.
Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Mawissa. Zakaria. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Camara too strong for his opponent there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He's going to be disappointed with that. Howson. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Valverde. And it's Hakimi. Arda Güler. Great chance! And it's a goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
The most accurate pass. Bellingham. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Camara. Succumbs to the pressure. Tchouaméni, gently done. Floated through. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Monaco, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Now it's Akliouche. Akliouche! Nuno Mendes. Hakimi moved on forwards. And here's Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Oh, cracking ball. Kehrer getting this one clear. Arda Goulet takes a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Kamara, lobbed in behind. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. That's a delicate pass. And he thumps it clear. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Howson. Chouameni. That's a cute ball. Back into the middle. He is through here. Can he finish? Just off target.
Vinicius Junior really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Mbappe. And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pogba over towards the opposite flank. And here's Ansu Fati. Oh, he's been flattened there. Chance for a shot! Valverde. Howson. Chouameni. Valverde. Goulet.
And it's Hakimi. Caio Henrique. Now it's Ansu Fati.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
Caio Henrique. Now it's Ansu Fati. Caio Henrique has it out wide and in space. Goes for the header! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Nuno Mendes. Bellingham. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Proves too strong. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Pogba. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Balogun. Now it's Diatta. Tries a shot! And it's in! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Howson. Chouameni. And it's gone back to the keeper. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Nuno Mendes. Balogun. Now it's Diatta. And the counter is on. Camara. And the volley. And with that, the final whistle. Well, that is a terrific away day, a nigh-on perfect result. All they must do is protect this advantage when they go back home for the second leg. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold. And in the end, we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out as we thought it might.
Well, good evening, everybody. Important game ahead and weather ahead, which is concerning players, coaches, and indeed spectators, because the forecast is for rain, potentially quite heavy rain, and as well as inconveniencing those who have come to watch, those who have come to play may be encountering conditions which are testing indeed in the hour or two ahead. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And already we're underway here. Referee has just said play on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, they can break here. And it's Diaz. Valverde. Valverde, gently done. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Kiko Femenia.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what? Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Valverde. No goals as yet. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Alexander-Arnold was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, takes a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Here's Vinicius Junior. Applies the finish. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He is through here. And here's Juanmi. Nice physical challenge. Bellingham caresses it through, and he welcomes it in. He's got away. Danger averted for now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's the keeper's ball. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And now the breakaway. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz shifted upfield. Diego Rico. So what can they make of this? Juan May. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aim forwards. Proves too strong. Chouameni. Perez. And the break is on. Oh, well measured. Now it's Juanmi. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Valverde. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Real chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. So there's going to be another change here. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Diego Rico. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. Do hope it's nothing serious. And so we have the first set piece of the game. This certainly looks appetising, well within shoot. Vitinha! The changes then in quick succession. Comes in! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. He's in plenty of space here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he shoots! This is gone, that's a foul. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Rodrigo attempts a clearance. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And he cuts out the supply. Played back to the goalkeeper. Can he spark a counter here? Played with finesse. Ugarte. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. So that's got things underway. Agume. Sao, that is good strength. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's the chance to counter. Hakimi. And that could shoot! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He is through here. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Going for goal! Valverde puts his foot on the gas. Muscular approach does pay off here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. He's got away. Valverde, and a chance! Agume. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found a way through. Great chance! Chouameni. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And here's Bellingham. Sal. Now who's going to be first to this? Is there any support? He might not need it. Harrison defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Valverde looking to penetrate opposition lines. Some good work on the right flank here. Turns and goes back. Moved on forwards. Can he spark a counter here? Coming up to half-time, leading, and think they're looking pretty good. And he's surging through, shapes to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And they've got rid. Sal. Oh, good spread. Plenty waiting in the middle. Can he decent chance? He scored!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Right. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other. No question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's Mendes. Goulet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played into space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Bellingham can get it clear. Sal. He's having a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And it's Bellingham. Agume. Goulet. And here's Vinicius Junior. That has found him in acres of space. Header! Danger averted for now. Looks to the other side. Sal. Played into space out wide. Played into space out wide. Valverde. Goulet. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the keeper has it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's managed to get free. Could be danger here. There's the shot! He can get that clear. This might spell danger. He's had a shot! In he goes again! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Oh, it's come loose. Tromeni aim forwards. Looking to break at pace. That's a cute ball. Endrick! Oh, taken with style. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
2 up and very little. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Agume. Aguiluz. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality striking, Peter. One side, through their quality, almost obliged to win it, and like in 99%